Hey everyone, Pastor Caleb here with another Driving Theology Thought. I was meeting up online with some of my friends who are also pastors, and we were talking about some of the challenges that we've had to go through as pastors during the pandemic. And one of the things that I have been struck by more and more is how being cut off from Christian community is messing with me and how I need preaching. I need Christians to preach to me. I was thinking about how, as a pastor, one of the things that I've lost is somebody to be my pastor. Typically, that was the responsibility of the circuit pastor. That was the historic way that the church would do it. They would have one pastor who would be over all the other pastors in a small area. And we still have that, but the role has somewhat shifted. It used to be that the circuit pastor would be the pastor's pastor, and actually they would gather every month to have worship together just as pastors and to receive the Lord's Supper just as pastors. In fact, it went so far as to have the pastors not receiving communion with their congregations because they were going to receive communion with the other pastors at the circuit gathering. And I don't have that, right? When I serve the Lord's Supper to my congregation, I'm working. I mean, I do receive it, right? But it's not just me there with open hands receiving the benefits that God offers, right? And even as I receive from the liturgy and from the preaching of the word on Sunday morning, I don't get those without my own work, right? So I have to struggle a little bit to get that goodness, that gospel. Just a second.
Can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I'm picking up a mobile order for Caleb.
Caleb, just large black?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks. Anyways, so all of my receiving of God's gifts comes through my own work. And therefore, there's very little of my life where I'm really, truly passively receiving God's gifts. And that wears me out. Now, there are ways that I try to work around this, like, being with my friends online and being encouraged by them from the gospel. And our circuit pastor does do a good job of checking up on me and caring about me and making sure I'm doing okay and all those good things. But it makes me think about the members of our church and how much they are interacting with God's word, and how when you are cut off from other people physically being with you in your space, your people telling you about the gospel, how difficult that can be. Thank you. So anyways, my encouragement for you guys is that you would think about how you can stay as connected, not just with God's word, but God's people at the same time. Are you in a Christian community where God's people are giving you the gospel regularly? Are you at worship? I mean, obviously in our congregation, we can only do that virtually right now, but when we reopen, is that going to be a priority for you? I think the effects on your soul, the longer you cut yourself off from your people telling you about your Jesus, the worse it is going to be for your faith. And I'm seeing that in my own life. So hopefully that helps. God bless you this Sunday as you worship, and I hope to talk to you soon.